Hi, everyone. So I had someone ask me a couple of days ago if I knew anything about Delaware Statutory Trusts, also known as DSTs. I had never even heard of them before that. So I've been doing some research on this and talked to a couple of experts today about it. Fascinating stuff. And I thought I'd get on here and share what I've learned because I always want to be a resource for my clients and business owners. So here's what I've learned. What is a DST? It is a trust that owns real estate, and the investors are actually beneficiaries of the trust. They don't own the real estate, they have a beneficiary interest in the trust that owns the real estate. So this is not a high yield investment. What I'm learning from the experts is that typically investors can expect about 4 to 6% annually in return. So this is not a place you're going to get rich. The real advantage of a DST is that it is eligible for the 1031 exchange. What is that? So here it is in layman's terms, which is how I like to learn it. If someone purchases property and it appreciates over time, which it typically does, then when that real estate is sold, the difference between the purchase price and the sell price is taxable income. The IRS considers it capital gains and is subject to capital gains tax. Imagine that. So there's a little loophole that is called the 1031 exchange, which means if you sell that property and purchase a like property within a certain time frame, I believe it's 45 days, then you can defer the capital gains tax, meaning you don't have to pay that tax unless you sell the second property and you don't do a 1031 exchange again. So that's why it's called deferred. Well, there's investors out there who are deferring all their life. They just keep carrying it forward. So you can buy, sell, and if you use the 1031 exchange every single time, you can defer those capital gains for decades. Now, there are a certain portion of the population that would find DSTs very appealing, and this is who I think it would be. It would be people that have invested in real estate or maybe just their house they've lived in for decades. Let's say you're a retiree, you're about to sell your house and buy an RV and live on the road. DSTs would be perfect for someone like that. Why? Because it's eligible as a 1031 exchange. So someone can take their proceeds from their residence or their real estate portfolio that they don't want to manage anymore, they don't want to own it anymore, they don't want to get those midnight calls from tenants anymore about a clogged toilet. They want to liquidate those real estate assets, but continue to defer the capital gains. That's where a DST is perfect because you can still defer those taxes, but not manage the properties. You can liquidate your real estate. You don't have to get those midnight calls from tenants anymore, but you also don't have to pay the taxes, at least not yet. So that's who a DST would be perfect for. And so I find this really interesting because now I'm perking up because I actually have a client that sold a rental house. And had I had this information, I would have been able to tell him, you can actually defer those capital gains, which he ended up paying because he didn't want to buy another rental property. But this would have been perfect. So I'm kind of sick I didn't know this information. So I'm excited to know it now. And this is why I'm sharing it, because I hope that this helps someone else who might be in a position where this could be really helpful. I talked to a couple of people on LinkedIn today that are experts in this field, and I told them I would tag them on LinkedIn. So if you're watching this on some other media platform, get on my LinkedIn site if you'd like to see who I'm tagging that would know and be able to answer more questions than I am. I am not a CPA, I'm not a lawyer, so don't consider this to be tax or legal advice. This is just for informational purposes only. But those guys are experts. So you can definitely get plugged in with them if you're interested in learning more, and they can help you out and figure out if this is the best product for your situation. hopefully this helps. Until next time.